Welcome back to another episode of Crimson Corner. I'm your host, Taylor Bell.
And I'm your co-host, Maya Limes.
Today we are joined with WSU Swim's Emily Lundgren and Darcy Revitt.
So to start, we are interested in the background of your guys' journeys. Can you take us back to when you first started swimming and what drew you to the sport?
Yeah, I'll start. So I have an older sister. She's 4 years older than me. I also have a younger brother. But my older sister started swimming, and so I kind of was dragged along to like all the swim meets and practices too. I did dance before that. And then so when I spent my 7th birthday in a hotel room at my sister's swim meet, I was like, okay, that's it. Like, I'm swimming too. If I have to be here, like, might as well. And kind of really glad I did and like followed in her footsteps. And it's been history ever since. So.
Yeah, I mean, for me it was more just my parents, they wanted me and my brothers to learn how to swim, so we did, and then joined like the local club, and they just kept like adding more and more hours to what we were doing, and then I think my brothers just got fed up and I just kind of kept going, and then I never really stopped. Actually, that's sort of what happened.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
That's cool. Kind of what's been like that journey leading up to competing now at Washington State?
Yeah, so kind of starting competitively swimming when I was 7 and not really stopping till now I'm 22, which is a long time. But I think kind of just going through club is kind of where I started to like find love for the sport and just kind of kept improving really well and got to, kind of travel along the country, go to junior nationals, race against some of the best swimmers in the country. And so as I transitioned to like high school swimming, that's when I really thought about swimming in college. My sister swam in college at a D3 school, so getting to see her grow in that environment, I knew that I really wanted to continue swimming into college. And so kind of like that whole recruiting process, I had a lot of offers from a bunch of different places, but Washington State definitely stuck out the most. The coaching staff was amazing, and kind of just the environment of the school itself. I just heard wonderful things about it. And so when I came on a visit here, I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely where I'm supposed to be. And I'm really glad I just finished my 4th year here. So I'd say I liked it here. So it's great.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to say. I'd agree with that. I'd say my experience was pretty different. Growing up in the UK, I started swimming competitively when I was about 8 or 9. I just did like local swimming meets like with my club, shorter distances, and then I just kept going and working my way up. Went to nationals when I was 13, like earlier in middle school, and then kept doing that, enjoyed it, and then I made the European junior team in 2022, and that was really fun. And it was kind of that year that I was like, oh, it's kind of a thing that like if you go, you can then go to America. Like that's the cool thing you do after you swim at European juniors. And I started looking into it, and then some schools reached out to me, and one of them was Washington State, and I was like, oh, I really like this idea, it's really cool. And then I came on a visit, you hosted me, which is pretty cool considering now we swim together.
Yeah, we joke and say, so she saw my very first race my freshman year in Gib Pool, and then she also saw my very last race as a senior in Gib Pool, which is a pretty like full circle moment for us. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. But on my visit, I just loved it here. And then I committed and never looked back.
That's amazing. And throughout that journey, like, who was your biggest like inspiration?
I'd say definitely like my sister. She's like always been my biggest supporter and kind of like someone to go to if I have any questions about like kind of the whole college process, the recruiting process. And then, when I feel like I'm kind of getting burnt out over the sport, she's one of the most resilient people I know. She's had a bunch of injuries and like keeps coming back and comes back stronger. So even though when I was dealing with injuries throughout my college career, I would always like have a conversation with her, and she's like, you're going to come back stronger than ever, and like would help me get through that. So I think throughout my whole swimming career, especially my college career, she's been like one of my biggest supporters and kind of someone that I've always looked up to. She's the whole reason I got into the sport too. So
yeah, I would say for me it was watching the 2012 London Olympics. That was when I like saw the female swimmers, and I was like, wow, that's what I want to do. Because it was in London, it was like extra cool because I'm from the UK. I was like, wow, this could be me. So it wasn't really anyone specific that I looked up to, more just like that event in particular and all the female swimmers that I saw racing there.
That's cool.
Emily, you got to compete in Team USA's time trials. How did that experience kind of shape you as an athlete?
Yeah, that was, I think, the most nerve-wracking but incredible experience I've ever had. It was the first time it was in a football stadium in Indiana, in the Colts Stadium. So, you know, that fits a lot of people. I remember specifically walking in for the first time and just seeing, you know, my parents set up really, really high, and just like looking up and seeing how many people there were. I didn't really get nervous about it. I think I was more like, I'm here to perform for people and, you know, put on the best show I can, and swim for myself as a big thing. And getting to represent the Cougs on such a big stage was so cool. So I think, you know, that was after my sophomore year going into my junior year. So I think it gave me a lot of confidence going into my junior year. You know, I just raced against Olympians and people that won gold medals, and so having that experience under my belt really gave me like a push going into junior year.
That's really cool. Yeah. Also, we looked into, like, as a video intern for WSU Athletics, how was working behind the scenes? Like, how did that change your perspective on sports as well?
Yeah, it was so cool. I've been doing it since my freshman year. And I kind of joke about it. I know a lot of random facts about a lot of the athletes here, because I'll do a lot of their media days, and like we ask them funky questions. So I'm like, I'll like be in our athlete dining hall. I'm like, oh, I know your favorite color is pink. I know you would choose to swim in a pool of Jello over this, and your favorite color Gatorade is this. So I know a lot of names to faces through that internship, which is really cool. And it's brought me closer with a bunch of athletes, and I have a big appreciation for them because I understand like how much work that goes into their craft and stuff like that. So just getting to go to their games and like make edits, and also get kind of connected with the athletic support staff, you know, knowing everyone in creative video and like marketing and broadcasting. So kind of expanding my horizons of people I know within athletics, kind of also like being able to appreciate what they do for us, has also been like really eye-opening for me.
Yeah.
You also, on your profile, it says that you like to play drums. What kind of inspired you to like start playing drums, and is it something you like still do?
Yeah, so I actually have a drum set in my house,
Wow.
which like my roommates rarely ever get to hear me. I only play like when they're gone because I get a little like stage fright. But my younger brother definitely inspired me. During COVID, he picked up playing the bass, and he's just so musically talented. He taught himself how to do it, and then he picked up keyboard, electric guitar, drums, and so like I was like, oh, I think I can play drums, like I got some rhythm. So kind of picking that up to bond with him was a huge thing. And then we joined this like kind of music academy called School of Rock, so I got to like perform with him, which was super, super cool. And that also kind of brought me closer with my dad, I would say, because we play a lot of rock and metal music. So kind of being able to appreciate like their style of music, that's what they always listen to in the car. So that was a lot of fun. And it's definitely translated over into my swimming, which is kind of like a fun fact. I listen to like heavy metal before I race, which like people normally don't think. A lot of my teammates are like, oh, I thought you listened to Taylor Swift. And I was like, I love Taylor Swift, but not before my race. So that's kind of like a fun fact. But yeah, I definitely still do play the drums, just as long as no one's really around to hear it. So.
Is there like a favorite song you like to perform, or do you just kind of do whatever?
Honestly, anything by Metallica. I think my favorite right now is like Enter Sandman, which is like kind of like a basic one, but I think it's just one of the funnest ones to play on the drums, honestly. So.
Yeah, it's really cool. Darcy, coming from Great Britain, what has the transition been like from competing and living in the U.S.?
I would say when I first got here, it was definitely a lot of culture shock. Like I wasn't used to how people exist here. Like it was so different to what I was used to. Even like the food, how you interact with people on a daily basis was just so different. It was kind of like almost crazy to me to even like be around. I was like, what is this that I'm surrounded by? I think the first 3 weeks I was here, I was just observing and just wondering like how I'm supposed to conduct myself, that I wasn't this strange outsider. I was like, oh, let me just figure this out quickly. But it was fun. I mean, meeting so many new people from all over the all over the US, all over the world even. Like we have so many internationals on our team. and I'd never met people from the countries our internationals are from before, so that was cool as well. I was like, wow, I've come to a tiny corner of Washington and I've met so many different people from different countries. I was like, how is this happening? So that was really cool. And the transition from competing, I mean, we do a lot more of the dual meet style, like meets here, and I really like that. I think it's a lot of fun to just be your team, another team, and you just race head to head, and it's kind of done pretty quickly, like an hour and a half of racing. It's fun, everyone's cheering, it's like, oh, let's just see how fast we can go and have fun with it. And it's a different emphasis on like having fun than it is at home. Like it's very much back in the UK, like, oh, here's a race, go do your race, oh, do it again, oh, do another one. Like it's not really a team atmosphere, it's very much like you're there because you want to race, and you do, and then you leave, and then you just keep training. But here it's like you train because you want to perform for your team, and then your team supports you, and then you support your team, and it's just really, really fun, I would say. So that's been really nice.
Yeah, I love that.
You've been to Wimbledon. What was that experience like, and how did it impact your athletic mindset?
It was really cool. My friends suggested that we go, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. So we went and we did the like classic, I mean, I don't know if you know how do you get into Wimbledon, but we went at like 4 a.m. and sat in the queue, like in the line for hours and hours, just moving along, because you go and you get like a number on your ticket, and then you just wait and wait and wait until you hopefully get a place, because the actual like tickets are really expensive, so we got kind of like grounds passes. And it was really cool. We just kind of hopped from court to court, watching the smaller players, and then you kind of like, if you wait long enough, you get onto the bigger courts. And that was really cool to see, like, people who just are so good at what they do. They've reached such a high level, and it's so professional in a way. Like watching them interact with each other, like the sportsmanship, how people who should have been winning were losing and were completely okay with it, just kind of going about their lives. And it was really cool for me to just see how professional athletes kind of conduct themselves. Like it was, yes, it was a good display of sport, and I love watching tennis, but it was more cool to see like how the athletes conducted themselves.
Yeah, that's a really cool experience. Outside of swimming, what helps you both stay grounded and like or recharged?
Well, I'll share something that we kind of like do together, especially kind of like when we feel like practice is getting a little overwhelming, or especially last year, Nationals was right after spring break, so this year it was during spring break, but last year it was right after, so we were here stuck in Pullman kind of for spring break and no one was here, so we picked up baking monkey bread. So we had like a routine. We would go get a shaken espresso from Starbucks and then go get the materials, and then we'd go bake some monkey bread. And fun fact, we also love the Lego movie, so that's like a huge thing. It was a routine. We'd make monkey bread, watch the Lego movie, or like watch movies that she's never seen, which is a pretty long list. But that's like a big thing for me, kind of winding down.
Yeah, I'd say pretty similar. I mean, we're so active that usually it's more relaxing activities that we are drawn to in our free time. Just watching movies, just sitting, chilling, maybe playing games sometimes. Like if someone has a deck of cards, it's like fun to play games, or just sitting around talking. Or we like to go out for dinner, go out for lunch, like go out for meals, and just hang out with people, usually teammates because we're all so close. But yeah, just relaxing things really.
Out of the movies you guys have seen, what has been like your favorite?
The Lego movie.
The Lego movie, or honestly, I would say Now You See Me.
Yes, talking about card tricks, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's what reminded me. The like Now You See Me movies, we like watched the first one and we were hooked.
Yes, because I'd seen it and I was like, bro, you gotta watch this.
Yeah, and we watched it, and then we watched the second one together.
I haven't seen it in so long, it was like I was watching it for the first time.
Yeah, so we got,
really cool.
I think we wanted to be magicians?
Yeah.
Yeah, after that we were like, oh, like we could do it. Yeah, definitely.
I was like, I gotta learn a card trick now. Like that's really cool. Because it was like the opening scene. It's this cool like thing on a building, and it's just like silly, I guess. But we were like whoa.
Shocked at it. So I think the Lego movies a go-to, but Now You See Me movies were like a big.
Those were the coolest.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree.
And there's a new one we have to watch.
We do.
Yeah. You guys should watch it too.
Yeah, suggestion.
We'll keep that in mind.
To the list. You both made history as the first Cougar teammates to earn All-American honors in the same season. What does that mean to you personally and for this program?
I mean, to me, it means like everything. I remember my first time, my sophomore year, getting an All-American accolade. And so being there and witnessing her getting it was amazing. There's a video of me like running to her. I think I almost slipped on pool deck running so fast to her, and I was so excited. So I know it's huge, and to accomplish that, especially with her for the first time, is like everything, and I definitely think that it's going to give the program a lot of momentum going forward.
Yeah, I'd say for me it was, last year I came 17th and it's top 16 that make All-American, so that was all I really wanted this year. And when it happened, I was so happy. Like, and you came running to me and almost bowled me over, hugging me, and that was so sweet. But watching you last year, doing everything that you did, I was like, wow. And then to do it together was honestly more special for me, because I was like, wow, this is Emily, and now I've just done it with her. So
yeah, I think really we inspire each other a lot, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break, and we will come right back with a few more questions with the WSU swimmers. Welcome back. So, following on this NCAA championship experience, what lessons are you taking with you into the next stage of your careers?
I want you to start.
Okay, I'll start. I would say one big lesson I've learned is to enjoy a moment and an experience for what it is. It's not about kind of the results that you get while you're there. It's more about what you can look back on. Like, I have realized that later down the line in life, when I'm, I don't know, old, I guess, if I look back at my memories, it's not going to be, oh, I placed this with this time. I am not going to remember what times I go. So I think for me, this year, learning that it's about the experience and how you have fun with it, that's kind of the most important thing. Like, at the end of the day, I'm here to swim, but I'm also here to have a good time. And I think if I enjoy what I'm doing, it's so much easier to perform anyway. I think kind of why not? Like, it's a very stressful environment, so it is hard sometimes to kind of relax and be like, oh, I'll have fun with this, because it's so tense and there is a lot of pressure to perform. Or, I guess pressure I put on myself, but still, pressure to perform. But I think enjoying it and having fun with it is the most important lesson I've learned so far.
Yeah, I think pretty similar. It's just kind of not taking anything for granted. There was a moment in the season where I didn't know if I was going to be able to finish out the season with some health stuff. So I think really taking that, every race that I got after that, I really fully took it in and just had so much fun with it. And I think that's a huge thing kind of going into potentially a professional swimming career, is really just like not being putting too much pressure on myself, and really just, like she said, just having fun with it and being in the moment. And kind of really something I worked on this year was just remembering my why and like why I'm doing it. And so I think throughout, the next stages of my life is really just not taking anything for granted.
That's good. Can you guys talk about your experience competing in like each of your events?
Yeah. I mean, I love my events, the sprint events. They're nice and short, very suited to me. I like how I have learned different ways to attack my races, and in training we do a lot of like suit-up sessions where we just put on a tech suit and we just get up and go fast early in the morning and just kind of practice our race details, practice like starts, turns, everything related to racing, even like the pressure behind the blocks. Like, you stand there and you're like, oh goodness, like I'm going now. And not that it's high stakes or anything, it's just practice, but it's good to kind of do it again and again so that when it comes to the actual race, you can just turn your brain off and honestly just have fun with it. Like at NCAAs, I really enjoyed just standing behind the block and thinking to myself, I like telling myself my affirmations that I like to do, and then just thinking, I'm just going to give it my absolute best, that's all I can do, and have fun with it. And if that's what you do, then it is fun. And I've loved that my events have brought me people in my life who I call friends now. Like, even from back home, I have friends that swam with me when I was 11, 12 years old, and now they're swimming with me in the NCAA. Like, that was really cool for me to be in the same events as them, and it's like we grew up in this event and now we're in a different country still swimming the same event, and it's just really cool to me to be able to do that.
Yeah, I do breaststroke and IM, so I'm kind of mid-distance and sprint and in between that. And I really do think that I was born to be a breaststroker. I think like since I was younger, like that's just kind of what I was meant to do. I absolutely love it. I have so much fun doing it. I will swim breaststroke all day long at practice. I think some people call me a little insane because I'll do super long sets like it. But I think breaststroke's one of the strokes where it's like you're either you are or you're not. We have a lot of people on the team who can't really swim breaststroke, but I think it really brings me so much joy to watch them because they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna beat you in this, watch me, or like they'll be like, oh, watch me swim, and they look like a little bug coming in and out of the water. So I think it's such a fun event to swim, and I want to do it all the time. So.
And then how do you kind of approach competing in multiple events, and then kind of like that mindset going into having to compete in those?
Yeah, I think a big thing is just taking it like one step at a time, not getting too ahead of yourself, especially when we have dual meets. Like you have 4 events in the span of like an hour and a half, so it can be a little daunting because especially that last event is going to hurt really bad. So you just kind of have to remember your training and really just take it one step at a time, or like if it's a longer meet format and you have prelims and finals, again, just swimming each race like it's the very last one, and yeah, just taking it one race at a time.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just one race at a time. Kind of get up there, do a race, go cool down, then it's like refresh, clean slate, come back again.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us and showing your success to us. We will be right back with Emily and Darcy for Secret Swim to show us their techniques.
Welcome back to our next segment where we will be playing Secret Swim, where the WSU swimmers will teach us 4 different types of strokes and then will judge us out of 40 points in total for 4 rounds.
Okay. So we're first going to start with freestyle. Darcy's going to demonstrate. So this is also known as like the front crawl. So you're going to take one arm at a time and bring it forward and then
Nice high elbow catch.
Yeah, we get in trouble for that. Yeah. And so it's kind of like a windmill, and you're just going to keep bringing it down, pulling by your hip. Yeah, just like that. Okay.
And I'd say this is kind of a normal speed of swimming, like this.
Yeah. So just you keep going.
And you breathe to your side like that. And then you put your head back down. And depending on how often you want to breathe, you can go every 2. Like 1, 2, breathe. 1.
Okay, I think I'm ready to judge. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10. You had nice straight elbows, which is like called like a high octave.
Yes.
Something special. I'm gonna give you a 7.5 out of 10. Kind of bent elbows, but we're getting there, yeah.
Okay. Next up, backstroke.
Yeah, let's do backstroke. Okay, backstroke is just the reverse, so it's like back crawl. So it's basically the same as breaststroke.
You're like on your back when you swim, and then your hand has to go in pinky first, like that. So you can catch the water, and then you come up like that, and you just keep going.
So your thumb exits the water and flips around, and your pinky enters the water.
Oh, okay. Shoulders popping. What the heck?
Do you want to give a rating on this one?
Okay, I'm good. Actually, I give you an 8.5. I think that was pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
I'll give you a 7.
Okay.
Just because it was good, but you were kind of moving your head like a lot. You gotta kind of keep it still.
Okay.
So you look like me when I swim backstroke.
Yeah. Or me actually.
Okay, next is gonna be butterfly. So this is like most famous by Michael Phelps. So you're gonna be using 2 arms. Start up, and you're gonna press down by your hips, bend arms, then straighten up, and they come out of the water back up into the front. So bent arms and then straight arms. And then keep your
And then you kick when your hands go in.
Yeah.
And you kick when your hands come out like that. So it's like 1, 2.
You get a little rhythm going.
2.
There you go. Okay.
2 like that. That's good. 1, 2, and then you just keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you a 9 out of 10 on that. I think like the rhythm you got going on was really nice, and like shoulder flexibility was like prime.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna give you an 8.5.
I'll take
8.5 out of 10. I think like I think that's the best stroke so far. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay,
breaststroke.
now breaststroke. This is my specialty. So I don't even know how to explain it though. Okay, so you're gonna start with your hands out in front of you. Then you're gonna bring your elbows back. Yep, keep going. Kind of,
Hands like that.
yeah.
And
And then bring it up to your chest. And then shoot your arms back forward. Yeah. So it's kind of also known as like the frog stroke.
yeah.
So keep
Because
going.
the kick is also like,
Yeah, we can
you
add the kick.
bring, yeah, you bring your like heels up to your butt, turn your ankles out, and then you kick like down like that. Obviously with both legs, but I'm
Yeah.
on legs.
So
No worries, no
demonstrate
worries.
the full like motion, so they can, and then kick. Yeah.
But do you want us to kick too?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's the most challenging round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little multitask.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We could do just the kick for now.
Okay.
Yeah, try
Okay,
the kick.
So just
bring
like
it up.
to your like heel to your butt, turn your foot out, and then back down. That's why it's kind of like a frog, because your heels come up, you turn your ankles out, and then you kick like back.
Okay. So up, out.
Yeah.
Okay. I got that. Oh, this way. Okay.
Yeah. And then with the arms as well, you kind of sweep out, and then your heels come up, then you shoot and you kick.
Okay, not bad actually.
Not bad.
And this is like actually like how I learned how to do breaststroke was on land. Like my coach was like telling me how to do the kick. So this is like very
We should do a
full
few
circle
more full strokes.
Yeah, a few more.
Okay.
So I can get a nice rating.
Out sweep, heels up, shoot, kick. Out sweep, heels up, shoot, kick.
Oh wait, I'm going out.
Yeah, you scoop and then you shoot. We used to say like you grab like all the food, you eat it, and then you go back for more. Okay, one more time so I can see.
Okay. I'll see. And heel. Shoot.
That was good.
I give it 7 and 8.
Yeah.
You have a really nice pull.
Thank you.
After 4 rounds, the swimmers have decided who has the best swim technique. Drum roll, please.
Taylor.
All right, that's it for this segment. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, Crimson Corner. We'll be playing our next segment, Would You Rather UK or US edition.
Okay. This or that. You guys have a minute to debate.
I'm going first.
Chips or fries? Ready? Go.
First of all, chips.
Just so we're clear.
Chips are just better. If you're having fish and chips just flows easier.
No, it's
But-
French fries. They're fries.
No,
Chicken
hey,
tenders and fries.
I got my minute. Burger
shared
and chips.
minute.
If you're just there, may I please have a side of chips? Yes, of course. Here you go. Here are your lovely chips. Chips are just beautifully cut. One word, much better than 2 words. French fries. No, chips.
Chips come in a package, you open them. That's a chip. French fries are potato slices that are fried,
No,
not crispy.
chips are potato. Fried, you eat them with a burger with fish and chips. Fish and chips is so good. You can't be like, oh, fish and French fries. No, it doesn't work like
Who
that.
calls them? Okay, you can call them fries, but you don't have to call them French fries.
10 seconds
Well,
left.
why do you call them French fries anyway?
Why do you call
French
them
fries are French chips? Because
Exactly.
they're chips. That's why. Chips are just better.
Time.
Sorry, bro.
Bro? Who you calling bro?
What do you think?
Yes, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna go with chips.
I think I'm gonna go with chips
think
too.
so.
I can't lie.
Whatever.
Good. That was good.
Okay, our next one is gonna be, would you rather have beans on toast or French toast?
Beans on toast.
Why would you put beans on toast? French toast is a classic breakfast.
No, okay, first of all, beans on toast, just because toast itself is delicious. Like, who doesn't love a good bit of toasted bread? You just spread a bit of butter on the bread, like both sides, you just get it, like, nailed down, nice piece of toast. Warm your beans in the microwave, like Heinz beans, classic British staple. put them on the toast, evenly laid out.
I've never woken up once and craved beans on my toast.
Oh,
I'd much rather have French toast.
You know what?
You get egg, you get protein.
Okay.
You know protein max, I know you do. So, you get French toast, is egg and bread and a nice little toast. Put some maple syrup on there.
Okay, well, you know what? Beans also have protein. And also, beans on toast is a very
Beans
versatile...
make you gassy.
No.
I don't want to be gassy in the morning.
Beans are the most versatile meal you could have. Like, beans on toast can be a breakfast, a lunch, or a dinner. It's hearty, it's fulfilling.
You can have French toast for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
It's a tomato-based sauce. Nothing better about that. Sprinkle of cheese on top, perfect piece of toast.
No,
you can
French
even choose
toast
your
is
bread.
way better. You can choose your bread for French toast.
Time. I personally think French toast.
I also am gonna say French toast.
I guess you guys haven't tried beans, like actual British beans.
I don't think. Yeah, I haven't.
Baked beans aren't the same here.
Baked beans.
Oh.
A baked bean.
All right, the next one. U.S. jokes or UK jokes? Ready? Go.
I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I think British people have the best humour.
How many British people do you know?
Quite a few, you know.
Have you laughed here while you've been in America?
At myself. At my own jokes, you know. Got that humour.
I will say that I've only met one British person, and that's you.
And I'm pretty funny, right? Because you got good jokes.
You have kind of, I would say honestly, low-key a tie. I can't really debate you on this one.
I could tell you a joke right now.
Okay, tell me a
Actually,
joke.
I've just stitched myself up.
Stitch yourself up.
Yeah, I've really stitched
I think
myself
you're
up.
funny because
Oh,
of
you
the
just
words
laughed
you
at me.
use.
Oh, look at that. So I'm hilarious. Let me think of a joke real quick.
I think your
Okay.
jokes are the same as American jokes.
What did the wall say to the other wall?
10 seconds.
I'm not answering.
I'll meet you in the corner. Crimson Corner podcast. Look at that.
Damn, I can't.
Oh, that was so
I can't go against that. That's good.
time.
That was a
U.S.
good joke.
jokes for the win. That was, I think it was, or not U.S. Sorry. I meant UK jokes. Sorry. UK jokes.
UK jokes all the way.
Good work.
That was good. Yeah.
Okay, Percy Pigs or Starburst?
I think you have to agree with me that Percy Pigs.
Okay, but have you ever had a pink starburst and then it gets stuck in your teeth, and so you have it for later?
Why would that be?
You get a second
enjoyable?
round of it.
Just
It's nice and chewy. There's
I also
more.
tried your mini Starburst. They tasted like Play-Doh.
No, you said you like them.
No, I
Do
did
not
not.
lie to me right now. You
I
said
did
you
not like
them.
those.
Mini starburst on top.
Disgusting. Nope. Percy Pigs on top. Because also, do you know how many kinds of Percy Pigs there are? I really don't feel like you do. Squidgy snouts, regular, fizzy pigtails, fizzy noses. They even have sheep, they have cows, they have everything. There's like different animals, there's peach flavor, there's mango flavor, there's everything.
I have to agree. I like Percy Pigs way better than Starburst, so I can't really debate that too much. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, we don't even need a minute to settle that.
Okay, UK for the win. Or not UK, sorry. I mean Percy Pig, sorry. Next one is soccer versus football.
Well, I think it's kind of strange you guys call it football if you're not actually using your foot on the ball unless it's like one specific thing.
I'd much rather go to a football game than a soccer game, so I think
That's because you
football.
haven't been to a
sometime.
British soccer game. We just really know what.
But I mean, at least we have soccer too.
just because it's so good.
Nah, I'd much rather go to a football game.
I'll agree football games are fun, but you know, as a Brit, I really feel like the soccer culture we have is just...
Nah, I'd rather go to a football game and watch the Cougs win, so.
Okay.
Can't watch the Cougs win in soccer. I mean,
yes,
women's soccer.
you can.
Darn it. Yeah. Not men's soccer though.
I can appreciate American football for what it is.
Okay.
That's
I'll
time?
give you that one.
That's time? What do you think?
It's hard. I feel like I'm gonna go soccer.
I think I was gonna go football.
Oh, split.
Cause Cougs, you watch the Cougs play football.
But the Cougs also play soccer.
Yeah.
So that's the tough thing. Rock, paper, and scissors. What have you play to see?
No,
who
you
wins?
always beat
Oh,
me.
us?
No, I don't. Oh.
You guys play.
You guys should.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys should do it because
should
you're
we?
judging.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. So football, that wins.
So what is that? The points wrap up to? These
I think we.
I think it's 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
I think UK wins.
Yeah.
UK wins.
I'll give it to you this time. We still have the 4th of July, so.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for coming on to our
Thank
show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Well, before you go, make sure to leave your mark on Crimson Corner.